Welcome to the No Clue Podcast. I'm one of your hosts. I'm Tyler.
I'm Mike.
So we have more trades to talk about, and we went before the draft as well,
That's right.
and most of the
Today,
summer league.
today's a big summer league day. As a matter of fact, we're airing this on the day of Coop and Bronny, right?
Yeah,
That's tonight.
yeah, yes, sir.
I'm excited to see that.
Let's get into some of the trades that happened after our last pod. So I think the biggest one is the Cam Johnson to Denver in exchange for Michael Porter Jr. going to Brooklyn. I don't know. I don't think anything else was a part of that trade. Oh, and a first pick. Sorry, the Nuggets sent a first pick to Brooklyn. What's your thoughts on this?
I mean, first of all, fair to say, no thoughts on the Nets.
Yeah, not really.
Not really. Yeah, there's nothing there.
Yeah.
I love it for the Nuggets.
Me too.
I mean, Cam Johnson. Again, the Nets haven't been great, but he's a certified sniper.
Yes.
And he plays exactly how Denver does.
Yep.
Moving without the ball, versatile amount of shots just off of chemistry with other players.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, I think he's going to fit right in.
I think so too. Plus, him being versatile in his size and scoring, he can play the 2, he can play the 3, he can play the 4. He's just like an easy thing to do when you don't have a whole lot of depth. He's the kind of guy you want because it really doesn't matter who comes in the game. Cam can just move around to a different spot on the floor so well.
Mm-hmm.
And I won't go as far as saying he's an upgrade from Michael Porter Jr., but he's a much lower risk player. Like, he's either going to hit the shot or he's not. Like, Michael Porter Jr. has a lot of other stuff with him. He doesn't really have the effort on defense. He doesn't always rebound, inconsistent rebounder. Cam Johnson brings all those other things on the floor that if he's not hitting the shots, he still can do some other positive things for you.
Yeah, I think it's just to your point, he's more dependable.
Yeah, he is.
And they've been like a team that hasn't had depth. It's important that all your guys are contributing.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll tell you, Cam Johnson's not a guy who plays for the other team.
Never.
He's way too competitive. He plays the right way.
Yep.
And again, it's just a seamless fit to me.
Yeah. The Nuggets also scooped up Bruce Brown and Tim Hardaway Jr., as well as trading for Jonas Valanciunas, which is which is in an awkward situation right now.
Yeah, I saw that.
With the Greek thing he wants to do, but I think they did get him to agree to stay.
Yeah, I think they intend to honor his contract.
Yeah.
It was just something with the Greek team being interested.
Yeah, and he was interested in going there, but he got to finish out his contract. So the Nuggets stockpile their bench, which honestly could be argued as the best offseason so far, at least to me.
Easy argument to me.
Yeah. But the other team that had a very eventful offseason, the Rockets, since we last talked, which was I think the day of the trade, they also got Dorian Finney-Smith, Clint Capella, and someone else. Who else did they get?
They did lose Cam Whitmore.
They lost Cam Whitmore to DC.
DC, baby.
For 2 second-round picks.
So excited to see him play.
I feel like I feel like they did that for him.
Could be.
Yeah.
From the little bit we saw, he has the hunger to go out there and cook.
Yeah. They re-signed Aaron Holiday, Jeff Green, Jayshawn Tate.
Damn, Jeff Green coming back for another one?
Yeah.
He's a vet.
One more in him.
He is a vet. Still, by the way, barely lost any athleticism from a decade ago.
I know. He's good for one poster every game still.
It's so insane.
And they also locked up Jabari Smith for 5 years.
Yeah.
this changes how I felt about them the day of the trade. Where I thought shouldn't say it changes. It doesn't change that much, but I didn't really like the KD. We talked about it on here for
Yeah.
those the KD and then losing two really good defenders. I mean, a really good defender and your other best scorer. But now they get more defenders, they get longer, they get more depth in the bigs. Um, they're tough, man. They're gonna be tough. It's not like a huge change, but Finney Smith gives them a lot of versatility at the wing spot, the forward spot for Durant to play a lot of different positions.
Let me
Also,
let me ask you. KD's had a lot of coaches the last 5 years,
yeah.
but to be fair, is I think Udoka is the best one.
Uh, I don't know. Udoka's it's tough. His coaching style is so weird to me because a lot of times I question if I'm actually seeing the impact of his coaching. Where, like, I know that the team is like the chemistry looks good and they're playing a certain kind of way, but he really does, for the most part, just let guys play their game because you don't really see a whole lot of influence on actually how the players are playing. So is Udoka a good fit for Durant? I'm not sure, but he probably is. He probably has the most success and best resume of putting teams in a good position for sure.
I just think like recency bias wise, what he's done with Houston, like he's clearly flipped a lot of good switches in Houston.
Hmm.
And I do think like a guy like Durant sees that in the moment.
Yeah.
Like he's finally arriving to a coach that is like validated in the moment to me.
Hmm.
So it's like if I'm wrong about KD being a coach killer, this is the duo that has to work.
I agree with that for sure. For
Like
sure.
I think of all the guys that KD has had, Udoka should have the best chance to be able to reach him, to be able to be on the same page as him.
Yeah. Yeah, and as
So
a
in that way, I'm
franchise,
excited.
even if Durant wasn't as old as he is, if this didn't work, I would choose Udoka over Durant.
Yeah,
Like if something was going wrong after 2 years, I would say, all right, like if it's really between Durant and Udoka, I'd say, hey, well,
yeah.
KD, you could find somewhere else. Even if he wasn't this old, if he was 31, I mean, if he was 28, I would still say, all right, KD, like just work with us, we'll find you somewhere else because everything else Udoka did here was great.
It's just guys buy in.
Yeah,
Like that just makes it easy for a guy like KD. I think he just has to fit in at that point.
yeah.
And it's not as
So,
much pressure on him to lead. I feel like I feel like Udoka handles a lot of the leadership qualities for his teams.
hmm
And I think that, again, this just could be a good matchup where they kind of cover for some of each other's weaknesses.
the only pressure would be for KD to buy into
They play
buy
hard.
into Udoka's leadership.
That's the thing. Like Udoka makes guys compete.
Yeah, if KD doesn't want to lead, he has to let Udoka lead.
Yeah,
That's
that
the problem with
we'll
KD
see.
sometimes.
That's a tough ask.
Yeah. Is KD gonna let
We
him
will see.
lead? Is he gonna buy in? Is he gonna acquiesce to his leadership? We'll see about that. But if he does, yeah, I don't see how it's not successful.
But let me swing it back to Denver. Like in
Yeah.
comparison,
Yeah.
I think to compare the two, I do think Denver is more focused with the pickups. Like with
Okay.
with who they got, it just makes like it's too obvious of like these are exactly the guys that fit our play style.
Yeah.
I mean, I've
They're
been asking for a real sub for Jokic 3 years.
yeah.
Like, not DeAndre Jordan. Like, I'm sorry, you can't put DeAndre Jordan in game 7.
They're actually addressing needs. They're
Yes. And we've
addressing
been
very
asking
specific
for it.
needs.
I don't know why it's like they couldn't do it for like 3 to 4 years, and now all in one, we're doing it all.
Yeah. I mean, they got a knockdown shooter in Hardaway. They got Bruce Brown, who's another versatile player. Um, and Cam Johnson is just, yeah, takes the risk you had for Michael Porter Jr. away. And are Valanciunas might be the best pickup out of the four
Yeah,
because I mean, if he's playing his game, he gives you a lot. And he
Va-
really,
I Valanciunas is not like he's a starter level center.
yeah, I was gonna say he really could start on teams. He's like kind of backed out of maybe his effort to be a starter, but he's still a starter caliber player.
Yes,
Absolutely.
and
Yeah.
like Denver's obviously competing for a championship.
Yeah.
So these guys, again, just on what we've seen from these guys in bad situations, they're
Yeah.
gonna come here and lock in, no problem.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Couple other picks that the Detroit Pistons made. Uh Karis LeVert pickup, and there's one more I'm missing. They got someone else, I think, right after we finished the pod last time.
Who have they lost? I mean, I guess Malik Beasley, I suppose.
And
Uh,
Hardaway.
Hardaway.
That's it, I think. They got Paul Reed back. I thought they picked someone else up, but I don't see it here.
See, when you don't lose that much, I really like Levert as a pickup
Me too.
because this is like this he's completely different than what you lost.
Oh, Schroeder. They lost Schroeder.
Ooh, see, that's a tough
Yeah.
loss.
Yeah.
That's they're gonna feel that one, especially when they need that second unit to like match Indy.
But
Uh,
they'll have Ivy back.
that's that'll be interesting. He was really emerging that last 2 months.
He was, yeah. So
Um,
they got Ivy back, they lose Shooter, they get Levert to replace the two shooters. I mentioned off air, I think Levert kind of gives you a little bit of what Shooter does and what Hardaway Jr. does, where Levert is a really good shooter. He's also a pretty good ball handler. He doesn't really make a whole lot of plays for other people, but he
he's a bucket
definitely,
though.
if yeah, he's certified bucket. And if Cade is getting pressured or Ivy is getting pressured, Levert can bring it up and run the play or put pressure on the defense easily.
I also think Levert defers to elite guys.
He does. Absolutely.
He's a ball hog when he's playing with second unit guys,
He knows
but
his role.
with Cade, it's we're not doing that.
Yeah.
So I
Yeah.
think they have a lot of like questions we don't know the answer, but there's a lot of upside to the potential.
There is.
So I'm very excited to see where Detroit goes. I like that their offseason is eager to change in subtle ways.
And I think they still have a lot of money. I could be wrong, but
Wouldn't be
um
surprised.
I think they lost 3 players and they just got Levert back. And I think Paul Reed is like on near a minimum. Like, I think they do have a lot of money left where they could do something else, like, mid-season if they needed to, which they might later, but they don't really need to right now. I think they do kinda wanna see where Ivy is. Oh, they got Duncan Robinson. That's what it was. Duncan Robinson they picked up. Huge.
Is that huge?
Yeah, I mean, you lose your 2 shooters and you replace it with another shooter, which
Yeah.
I would say Duncan is a better shooter than at least a better.
He's also more like limited.
He's definitely more limited, but I'm not really sure if they used the other guys more as much as they could have. Like they didn't really get that much out of Beasley other than threes. So like if that's all they need him for, Duncan Robinson can definitely do that, especially a team that's as inside out as they are. I think
I think
I
because
think
they're
he's a big
focused
pickup.
with their focus on where they go with the ball a lot of the time. Like he should have an easy time settling in like where his shots are coming from, how
Yeah.
many touches he gets.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah.
and I'm just excited to see him out of Miami. To be honest,
Me too.
I feel like they have really constrained any sort of development from him.
Yes.
And I think Detroit plays a lot more open minded to like for guys to contribute in different ways.
And he's a good mover, and I think there was times where Detroit didn't have guys moving well,
That was one
especially
thing
in the
that made
playoffs.
Malik help a lot. Like Malik was just a vet in, as far as getting open.
He was, yeah, and I think Robinson is gonna be a good impact as far as that goes because he runs the baseline really well. He comes around screens
Yeah,
well, and that opens it up for your bigs big time, and it
that's
opens
the
up
thing. He
driving lanes.
works. Like he really commits to it.
Yeah, he does. He does. Yeah. Let's see who else. Who else? The Knicks. Jordan Clarkson. Jordan Clarkson and Gershon Yabusele.
Yeah,
Um, Clarkson is a huge pickup. Huge for them. I think they really needed a six man, especially in the playoffs. And no disrespect to Deuce McBride and Campaign, but they just
bro.
and Precious Achua and Landry Shamit, but they just did not bring
I have a
the
couple
six man
friends. I
energy.
have a couple friends, by the way. That think Deuce McBride is like really trash.
He's definitely not trash.
That's why I'm like, maybe not six man candidate, but like he belongs out there.
He's a good sub. Yeah,
So,
he's a solid sub. I mean, he has really good length for his height. He has good length. He plays good defense. He gets like really clutch steals. Like I don't think he averages a whole lot of steals, but when he does get a steal, it like happens to be like fourth quarter down five. He gets this breakaway steal out of nowhere. Um, and he hits big shots. He just he just can't do everything, and I think sometimes the Knicks needed him to do. I shouldn't say they needed him, but there was times where like it seemed like the pressure was on him to do a whole lot more. Like come in, and, like we need 15. We're down 10. Let's get Deuce McBride in there. He's not a
yeah,
down 10 kind of bring us back kind of guy. Or
and
even when injuries, they just threw him in there for injuries. Like, yo, we need you to hold it down the rest of the game. Brunson has something in his eye. Like, no, he's not that. He's not that kind of guy either.
yeah.
Or are you gonna say?
I mentioned I actually picking up Clarkson, and it's a good that we had some time to think about it because like this is finally Clarkson is a legitimate reason that you get rid of Thibs and bring in Mike Brown. Like I know
Okay.
obviously he wasn't the reason for the fire and hire, but
Yeah.
like just Mike Brown is a much better fit for a guy like Clarkson
Yes. Yeah.
to resurrect their offense from, stagnant basketball.
Yeah.
And I think again, Mike Brown and Clarkson, a bucket and a coach who's open minded, who's gonna build chemistry with the guys right away.
Hmm.
I mean, Mike Brown's such a vet; he probably knows these guys like better than we think.
He definitely does.
So
Absolutely.
I think that combination to me really they both kind of elevate each other.
Yeah, and Mike Brown is a very anti stand and watch kind of game. I think that was actually sometimes him and LeBron situation got awkward because sometimes the Cavs really, really needed to just stand and watch LeBron.
Yeah,
Like that probably was the best offense for them at the times. But that's not Mike Brown's offense. He never plays that kind of game. So I think that Clarkson is a very anti stand and watch guy. He's a grinder. He's going to attack all game. He's going to take every open shot he has. And that was something that they were missing from. There's times in the playoffs the Knicks like overpassed it. Like they
yeah.
passed the whole shot clock away.
hmm
Like what are we doing?
there's no, you're not Miami. You're not dictating the game with your slow basketball that's not generating good looks.
Yeah, and they became easy to check because it was passing it to guys that you knew weren't going to attack. Like um, Hart isn't going to come off the screen and attack you hard like two possessions in a row. It's just not his thing. He may surprise you, but now you have someone that is genuinely going to be a threat on offense all the time. I really think that's a big move for them.
I think it opens up their ability to adjust in the playoffs. Like
Yeah.
Clarkson is a guy, his minutes could skyrocket. They could free fall. You're really like, you could be fine.
Yeah.
And also, he
Absolutely.
could have a great impact. Little minutes, he could go off. Full time minutes, he could go even more off.
Yep.
So I think like they have the culture to fit him in perfectly. It's
Hmm.
just about developing the play style, and I guess we'll see how many games him, Cat, and Brunson play together. But it should be a lot.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, all those guys. I mean, he's a relatively healthy guy too, so I
Yeah,
expect him to. I think it's good to have guys like him for guys who, like Brunson, who does have like a small injury here and there. Brunson gets hurt a lot.
a
Not
lot of like nicks, a lot of like random
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah, twisted ankle, jammed finger, stuff like that, where he just has
Yeah,
to miss 2 games. His thumb is sprained,
and he's
stuff like
back like a
that.
little sore for the first quarter, and then he's good.
Yeah, right. And then he may miss 2 games, and then he's back. And those are the games that Clarkson's really gonna make a huge impact for them. I think. Uh, Mavericks, D'Angelo Russell, thoughts?
I mean, without Kyrie there, it's a good pickup.
I agree. Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
as a certified deloading hater, this roster has so much talent, bro. If you can't run this show for 2/3 of a season, maybe a season,
yeah.
get out the league, bro. I'm sorry.
I think the roster is a perfect fit for him. He runs a lot of the same plays as
Yeah,
Luca did.
yeah.
Like for the listeners, we're not comparing D'Angelo Russell to Luca at all.
But they're pick
But
and roll spammers.
they're pick and roll players. They're guys you have to check. You have to come up over the pick and roll. I mean, and he goes left, so he's a good passer, either hand, right hand, left hand. He throws a lot of flashy passes. Him and AD already have chemistry.
Yeah.
Like it's a very easy pickup. I think they underpaid him, but good pickup. I think people like living in Dallas, so they sometimes they take the less money to live in Dallas. Uh, I think that's a really good pickup. I think it's an underrated pickup because I think he'll start them out with a lot of wins this
It
season.
alleviates also like Cooper needing to be a guard.
And he has chemistry with Clay. He played with Clay too. I
Yeah.
mean, Clay was out, I think, for most of that season, but they've practiced together, so he knows Clay well as well. But yeah, you're right. It does put less pressure on Cooper.
That's why I think like I think Cooper is gonna lock up this year. I think
Hmm.
I would want if I'm Dallas to let him get comfortable in the offense. Like he's probably gonna be a guy first month he could not be shooting as much as we want.
Hmm.
So I think deloading fits that really well.
I also think he's a better fit with Kyrie than
See,
a
I could see
Spencer
that.
D- than a Spencer Dinwiddie. Like because he's a really good passer. So I think that his passing will let Kyrie really play more of the two, which is I think Kyrie's natural position is the two guard, and I think D'Angelo would make that easier for him. When Dinwiddie can't play one with another one at all. Like this
That's
is
where
not his thing.
it's kind of a lateral switch up to lose Dinwiddie and get deloading, but they're completely different guards.
Right. Yeah.
Like you're getting a vastly different skill set from deloading than you did from Dinwiddie.
Exactly. Yeah. I think it's a much better fit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh let's see what else. I'm just bouncing around. Um Grizzlies kept all their guys. Santi Aldama, they gave him 3 years. Jaron
Jaron
Jackson
got
got
paid.
got paid like crazy. Uh,
These extensions, man. Woof.
I know. They also got Ty Jerome, solid pickup. Ty had a good year last year. I don't know if he plays the Grizzlies kind of game, but that's for them to figure out.
I think he'll.
The
Nah, I
Hawks
actually think
picked
he's
up
a
Luke
good fit.
Kennard. I think that's it. Thought they got someone else. Oh, and Nikhil Alexander Walker. Hawks got Alexander Walker and Luke Kennard. They lost um
Hmm.
Karras, of course. So
Oh, the Hawks had a fucking useless offseason.
yeah,
Holy
yeah,
shit. Trey's still there. How about that?
right. That's it. I mean, at least they kept something.
Apparently, I saw something earlier today that Giannis had a little "I love Milwaukee" quote.
Yeah, he was out. Who was he with? Speed.
Oh my god!
Yeah, I think he was out with speed and
Dude, that guy is so famous. It's crazy, bro.
yeah, him and Speed were playing basketball, and Speed asked him if he was staying. He was like, "I like Milwaukee. Y'all probably stay. I don't know what's gonna happen." Something like that. Who knows or something he said. He tried to pull a LeBron, but
It's just
he
Milwaukee's so bad. Like it's such a bad place.
yeah,
I just can't like who would be mad at him for leaving? Nobody. You know, he got the win. It's not like he came up short.
yeah.
I mean, he closed out the finals with like a peak performance too. He's done enough.
The only reason I can see people mad about him leaving is like none of it is the franchise really didn't do anything for him to leave, even though that's not really the point. But I could see most of the
Yeah.
time when superstars leave, it's because the franchise and the front office isn't doing something. But the Bucks front office is doing a pretty good job. I mean, I know people maybe might not like all the fits, but on paper, you can't say, "Hey, we lost Drew Holiday, but we went and got Damian Lillard. Hey, we got Miles Turner for you." Like you can't say that they aren't doing a good job as a organization. Like if
Oh,
LeBron was in Milwaukee, he would be completely happy with the job they're doing.
yeah. They made one mistake to me, and that was giving up on Adrian Griffin. And maybe that Giannis was a big part of that mistake, to be honest.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe. Yeah.
But still, beyond that, man, I'm to your point, man. They make moves like they acknowledge their shortcomings. They are
Yeah.
based on their behavior. They're self aware of the roster.
Yeah.
Uh,
They
maybe
kept
maybe they'll
this
find a way.
offseason This offseason, they kept Gary Trent, which was a big deal for them because he had a pretty good playoffs. He could have went anywhere, it felt like. But they kept him for only 7.5. Only
That
3 million a
shut up.
year?
Last game.
Yeah, but only 3 million a year for him? Dude, Luka
That's
Garza's
no.
making 2.3 a
I mean
year.
I'm surprised he didn't get more. Like, did he not get offered more? Did he just want to stay? Like, I'm curious what the reason is for that.
Yeah, so Gary Trent, they got Torian Prince, they kept Kevin Porter Jr., who turned out
Yeah,
to be a really good pickup for them. They lost Dame, but they got
they got
Miles Turner.
which
Like
is a huge upgrade over what they've had.
And they got Gary Harris, which is solid upgrade over Pat Connaughton. You're losing Pat Connaughton. Gary Harris is.
I'm not willing to say that.
You're not willing to say Gary Harris is better than Pat Connaughton
Gary Harris, bro. When was the last time he cracked a rotation?
because he's hurt all the time.
That-
But he's when
Pat
he's
is
healthy,
healthy
he's
as
better than
shit.
Pat. Probably won't even play for the Hornets.
Oh, that's like very likely.
Gary Harris should start on the Hornets.
I think keeping Kevin Porter is actually a big deal
It
because I think
is.
like now he's getting back to locking in on the game, and he found a
Yeah.
team that believes in him.
Yeah.
And whether Giannis, I mean, if he stays, it's going to be different. But assuming he doesn't, this team
Yeah.
is like just open for development.
Yeah. And they kept Bobby. They signed Bobby
He's the
for
heart and soul. They had to.
3 years, 44.
I
Yeah. They got him
can't,
for 3 years.
bro. You remember how much of a mess Bobby was everywhere else before he got here?
Yeah.
Like Bobby found a home here. Okay, he's never leaving. That better be true.
Bobby made bro completely retire from the NBA. Um, Mirotic,
Oh yeah, dude, got him out of there, bro.
Bobby made him reconsider basketball
In
as a.
peak mid prime, he
He
just
was
said,
great.
"Nah, I'm out."
Mirotic was really good,
He
but yeah,
was
sent him
solid, bro.
out, sent him home.
He'd probably still be playing like a significant role with somebody,
Oh, for sure. Uh, sent
especially
him
with how
right
many,
back to
bro, how many shots
Montenegro.
these guys chuck now, dude. He'd fit right in.
Yeah, yeah,
But bro, again, to be serious though, like Bobby really became an elite role player here.
absolutely, yeah,
Like one of the most important role players any team has. So again, I don't care if they suck. Like Bobby's at kind of almost a Udonis Haslam level for them, where
yeah.
let's just ride it out, dude. It's too good of a fit.
Yeah, he honestly could get like an honorary statue in Milwaukee.
Yeah.
Like you're right, he is so
And
much of
you
their
feel
culture.
the crowd, dude. Like the crowd, there's a little extra fire when he goes off.
Yeah, he's a star there for sure.
Yeah.
He is. I think that's all the big pickups. Cavs got Larry Nance. We talked about Lonzo to the Cavs, right?
I don't know if we did.
I don't think we went into depth into it, but I think that was a really, really good pickup. Really good trade for them.
It's just tough because it's a big health gamble.
Yeah, it is. But I
But if
mean,
he's healthy, man, I love everything about his game.
yeah,
What's there not
he
to
has
love about Lonzo's game?
he has more size. He's he
Bro,
gets to the basket better. He can guard more guys than Garland.
he not like a precursor to what Tyrese Halliburton has become? He's a
We
much
talked about
better,
this,
yeah,
but
much
yeah,
better
he is.
defensive player
Yeah,
when he came out, when Lonzo came out. But again, it's just like that quick style of play
yeah.
that makes role players just like play easier, play with less worry, more confidence. Like it's just a good. He's a good point guard.
Yeah, and he's a very he can adjust to any tempo the team plays.
Yeah,
If you're a high tempo, high ball movement, high pace team, Lonzo can adjust to that. If you slow it down, Lonzo can adjust to that, which is perfect for this team because again, this is a high pick and roll team. I think Garland and Mobley were number one, and Garland and Allen were number two. I think in pick and roll points in the league last year. So Lonzo coming in, he has to be ready to play like that. I think he will be. And Okoro was kind of getting phased out of the rotation anyway with DeAndre Hunter coming. Uh, he was kind of slowly losing his minutes anyway. So I think he gets a fresh start in Chicago. Um, yeah, I think it's a solid move. And they kept
I'm
Sam Merrill as
curious.
sharpshooter.
Yeah, I'm curious who he plays with more. Is it Donovan or Garland?
Well, he's gonna be in a D'Angelo Russell situation because Garland's gonna miss the beginning of the season.
Oh, how much
I,
time is he missing?
I don't know how much, but they did say he won't be ready when the season
Is this still from the
starts.
toe?
Yeah,
Oh my god, what happened to it?
I think he got surgery.
I
Yeah,
mean, he had to like
repair.
he had to have torn something in it if it's gonna be out that long.
He's gonna miss 5 months.
God damn!
Yeah,
What he tore like everything in his toe?
it's the big toe.
Oh yeah, he's oh dude. No, I get it. I get like why it's a struggle, especially with surgery. It's just it still seems like such a long recovery time.
Yeah,
They
yeah,
didn't really tell us like maybe they did. Maybe they told us that he tore ligaments. I don't really remember
yeah. I don't
in the
remember what they
moment.
said it was. I just remember them saying toe out
That
because of
did him
toe.
so dirty
Yeah,
because clearly the guy was in agony.
yeah. I mean, if he needed surgery, like immediate surgery
Bro,
too.
5 months. I mean, that's he's missing like 2 months of the season.
I think they said at least a month. Like definitely the first month, and they said he might come back the second month.
Oh yeah,
So
I mean that just makes Lonzo an even like a necessity now.
I know, but the thing is, I don't think they have a third guard anymore. So that
That
makes it kind of tough.
that might be a bad look.
Well, I take it back. They had that kid, Craig Porter Jr., who actually some games last year he was really cooking. Uh, you know what I'm talking about? Light
I
skin,
saw him a little bit.
afro.
Yeah,
He played good for them. He is a good backup for Lonzo until Garland gets back. I think they'll be fine.
it's
And then
just
Donovan
again
can take the point guard duties so well too.
Garland, Garland, Lonzo, and Donovan. Like the chances all three guys make it through 82 games in a playoff run. Fuck, they're low, dude. God damn, they're low.
And then throw Mobley in there too.
And no disrespect to Craig Porter Jr., but like I haven't seen enough that he's ready to like really step up.
Yeah, I don't know if he's that ready, but yeah, I don't know if anyone is that ready unless it's like a really established player.
Bro, Lonzo's due for like good health. Like he's good at least a year.
Yeah, he's paid his dues to the basketball gods for sure.
Yeah, dude, for
It's
sure.
time. Yeah. I also like Larry Nance for them. I don't know how much he's gonna play,
He's another
but
gamble.
yeah, and he's another really good pick and roll guy. He's gonna catch lobs. I feel like he gives you like a discount version of what Jared Allen gives you already. You know, he's tough. He's gonna go for every block.
Yeah,
He's gonna go for
that's a good
blocks
point.
even on guys trying to dunk on him. He's gonna try to dunk on somebody every time he plays, and he has history with the Cavs. His father, played there his whole career basically. So
It's a
I think he's
no-brainer
from
because
Cleveland.
the chemistry match is like peak team chemistry with a peak chemistry player.
Yeah,
I mean,
absolutely.
Larry Nance has been a phenomenal fit every time he stepped on the basketball court.
Yeah.
So
Yep.
again, this I'm praying for these guys' health, man. I wanted Cleveland like this is exactly how I wanted Cleveland to run it back.
I agree.
No
I agree.
adjustment to the core, subtle adjustments to the depth. Let's go to
Mhm.
work.
I actually think the Okoro for Lonzo was kind of a steal
Yeah,
fit wise. I kind of like Okoro for Chicago. I mean, they kind of play like a random kind of game. I think he kind of fits into what they do.
I guess
Javante
yeah,
Green
that's true.
had a good run there. I think he kind of does the Javante Green thing. I think the Cavs are keeping Javante Green too, so he'll probably take some of those minutes. Yep. Do you want to talk about the Wizards pickups? Kelly Olynyk.
He's on the Spurs now.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. You guys picked him up and then traded him for Malachi Branham and Blake Wesley.
Did you get a chance to see them last year? Because I didn't.
I've never seen
How the
either of them
fuck did I
play.
catch Craig Porter Jr., but I couldn't catch those two guys?
I've never seen them play before. I mean, I've never heard of them.
What
Uh,
the fuck?
uh, Chris Middleton exercises a $33 million option. Did we talk about Poole?
No, we didn't.
We had to have.
But like, I don't remember getting into the fit.
What fit? Poole and Sadiq Bey to the Pelicans for CJ McCollum and Kelly Olynyk. What are we doing? Who won this trade?
Oh, what a phenomenal unanswerable question. No, I'll put it in a way because obviously the Wizards guy. To me, like McCollum is a steady scoring player to
Yeah.
where we have a lot of young players. No idea, like they showed a lot of upside last year. I don't know how we're gonna build on that. I don't know if that's gonna translate moving forward. But I like the idea that guys are picking up how to score from McCollum. They're picking up
Okay.
leadership habits from Marcus Smart. Like
It,
those are
it's
good things to
it's
me.
the Wizards either have young guys or old guys. There's no middle-aged guys on the Wizards anymore.
It's so insane, bro.
You have Middleton, McCollum, and Smart and Brogdon. I guess Brogdon's middle-aged. And then everyone else is like kids that are 2 or 3 years in the
Year
league.
three max. Like
What's the what's the white dude from Gonzaga's
Kispert.
name? Kispert, yeah. He's like the only like middle-aged player on the team.
I mean,
Everyone else is either younger than him or
the
10 years
Wizards are
older.
a decent team to segue to the draft if you want.
Oh, wait, we gotta hold up. Well, do you want to talk? There's no fit for the Pelicans. You don't have anything. I think Dejounte Murray and Jordan Poole is like a uh, disaster level locker room fit. Like Jordan Poole should prepare to get hit again.
Yeah,
Like, I know Murray isn't like doesn't get in a lot of
he's not
fights,
known as that, but yeah, dude,
but he
he's
talks
not
a
he's not
lot
gonna
of
fuck
trash.
around.
He talks a lot of trash.
Duh.
It's
like
I don't know.
like
I
an
don't.
insane amount, bro.
Yeah, so I don't. That fit is kind of. I don't know about that one. I
I
think I do
bro,
think the Wizards needed a Jordan Poole. They needed someone that just like sorry, not the Wizards, the Pelicans. I think the Pelicans needed a Jordan Poole because a few times I watched them last year, even though Murray was out, it just seemed like they were waiting for someone to like get the offense going a lot. And I just don't think you ever have to wait for that with Poole. He's just gonna go for it. And there's times where guys just wouldn't take shots. Even the guys that were like emerging, the Murphys and Herb Jones, like those guys, it felt like they were a little bit passive, or they kind of got into the Knicks thing of like overpassing. You know, we swung it here, swung it here. There was a shot, but he didn't take it. It might have been a tough shot. They're swinging it again, swinging it again, and then before we look, they're trying to shoot a buzzer beater for the shot clock. I think Pool kind of gives you that if I get it, all right, I'm going for it. Like that kind of thing for them. Um, I think him and Zion could have a few interesting moments, interesting lobs, interesting um, pick and roll moments. But as far as them winning games, I don't know if they win any. I don't know if that helps them winning at all. But I do think he might be a better fit than CJ for them as far as their growth as a team.
but
So
I guess I'm not a fan that the Willie Green is still there.
yeah, that's the big
Uh,
thing.
and I just like questionable personalities you bring in with a guy who I mean, he's been the opposite of Udoka. Like,
Yeah.
no, the team doesn't buy into anything he sells. Like, you can't really picture the style of coaching he provides because they don't really have an identity of any kind.
Willie Green's like a substitute teacher, and Udoka's like a principal kind of
Yeah,
energy.
literally.
Yeah, or even like Udoka's like a father, and Willie Green's like a babysitter. Like,
Yes.
yeah, I'll do what you said, but
And
I'm not
and
going.
we're seeing bro, all these young teams are bringing in strong personalities.
They are.
Mark Dagnall for OKC is like I've never seen him rattled.
Yeah,
All these guys are coming in. Like I like the guy in Utah. He's got guys battling.
yeah.
Uh, I just I just don't get why they're sticking with him.
Especially with so many veteran coaches available, man. Like this, if you were gonna fire your coach, this offseason was the one to do it because
It's
like
just gonna
you had 3 championship coaches available.
yeah,
I mean, and Mike Brown is a championship assistant, right?
bro. There's no way Tibbs gets fired, but Willie Green, who had his team stinking up all season, his team was quitting on him like half the games or half the
Yeah,
losses at least. Like it's
yeah,
just it doesn't make sense to me. Like I don't get anything the Pelicans are doing. Like
yeah,
in retrospect, why did we get DeJounte Murray? I don't know. Why did we
yeah,
get Brandon Ingram? We don't really didn't want him. Like I just
yeah.
don't. What's the direction? We haven't
Why did
in
they let Brandon
3 to 5 years.
Ingram
We
go?
haven't seen any.
And why did they let Brandon Ingram go after you had him? Like
He
they let
was
him go.
cooking.
What did they get for him again?
Toronto,
I gotta look that up.
can't be good. Probably a lot of picks.
I think it was mostly picks. I type in Brandon Ingram trade the first thing. I type in Brandon Ingram the first thing that comes is trade. Bruce Brown and Kelly Olynyk. That's it. In uh
They're
two
gone.
picks. In 2 picks, yeah. And they're
Bruce
both gone.
Brown in Denver about to run it back.
Kelly
Olenek moved
Olynyk's in
twice.
Spurs. Yeah. So they got 2 second round, a first round pick and a second round pick for Brandon Ingram.
That's like criminal level trash.
It is. I mean, Brandon Ingram was like in talks of being in the Durant trade at a
Yeah.
time. Like, and you
And
just
bro,
trade him
he
for
passed like Brandon Ingram in his time there. He passed the eye test.
yeah,
Like every time he played a month, you were like, "Oh my god, he's good." Every time he
Mhm.
played like a quarter of the season, you're like, dude, they could build around him. They could feed him.
Yeah.
It would have. I couldn't have imagined bringing Jordan Poole if Brandon Ingram was still there. That would have been disgusting.
Yeah.
So I guess in that way it makes sense. But like, really giving up on Brandon Ingram to buy into Jordan Poole? I mean, I guess we know who wasn't watching games, the Wizards games last year. The Pelicans, obviously.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
like you mentioned,
I
like
don't
the
know.
hypothetical of Poole being a capable point guard, bro. He doesn't. He's really not.
Well, that's the thing. I don't expect him to like distribute the ball. I just expect him to just go attack all the time because I
Him
know he's
and
not going to distribute the ball.
him and Dejounte are both like a fake point guard.
Yeah, at least Dejounte can get 10 assists like a night. Poole,
Dejounte's
that
just
would be a
an
shock.
elite athlete, elite defender, really
Yeah,
competitive. Poole's
yeah.
just like a hype, like talent.
He's just a bucket. Poole, he's basically just a short Levert at times. Like
I
I
just,
just I do think he's gonna be instant offense for them, but it'll only be his offense. And like I said, maybe
yeah.
Zion.
I honestly, I'm overthinking it because the Pelicans are going to be trash.
Yeah.
And they're gonna do what pisses me off, bro, is they're gonna do the like if they start off disgusting or if they have a disgusting stretch during the season. Okay, bye, Willie. Like you suck.
Yeah.
Like you haven't been watching.
And that's such a disservice to the players.
Yeah,
Like
because you're
if you
throwing the
already know,
season away.
yeah, if you already know you're not good, like just do it now because now we're learning. You brought Poole in, and he's gonna learn how to play Willie Green's way, if there is a way. I don't even know if he has a way,
Right.
but then you're gonna trade him, and then everyone's gonna try to figure out how to play for Vogel or whoever comes
I
in.
mean, look at Poole's track record in the league. When he was on a team with top tier structure, he was
Hmm.
elite.
Hmm.
When he was on a team with no structure, he was a joke.
But I think that, and this is why I compared him to Clarkson. When the team has good structure, he's the one X factor that can break the structure and still play good. Because like Poole really didn't play like into Golden State's way of playing that well. I mean, he hit some shots,
Yes.
but for the most part, it was like, all right, somebody's coming out. Clay or Steph is coming out who really the structure is based around. When they come out, we're gonna have to figure out something else. And Poole was always that something else. And I think the Pelicans need that for their whole offense. They don't have anything else other than just swinging it to the long wings and just them trying to
Go.
force. Yeah, and it looks really bad. And then it
Oh,
was CJ trying to play point guard. They haven't had a point guard on the team
the
since
I'll be honest,
Drew left.
Herb Jones, and I think he's really good.
Yeah,
There's a conversation that his overall shot selection is like the
yeah,
bottom tier in the league.
I agree.
And he is really fucking good. Of the
He's good.
few
Yeah,
games they won last year, he was a main reason why.
yeah. He's
And
a elite 2-way player.
and the way they like force him to attack is so gross, bro.
And Murphy too.
Yeah,
They're
but
like,
Murphy's like more offensively oriented, so at least like
yeah,
Murphy kind of embraces it better.
yeah, yeah. That's true.
Herb Jones like is clearly a guy that does not want to take a lot of shots unless they're there.
Hmm.
And they keep like they do like the force feet ahead like they're fucking Indiana.
Yeah,
And it's like, guys, can we get a good shot before we do that?
right.
No. The answer is no. And Jordan Poole, respectfully, does not fucking help. He speeds it up. He doesn't help the quality. That's my problem.
No, he's not gonna help. He definitely won't help their quality, but he'll just go get it. Like there
Yeah.
won't be any forcing it to anybody anymore. It'll be like, all right, either you take it or I'll take it, and that's it. And
I
so
do think
sometimes that works for teams.
I do think they're preying and gambling on Zion's like locking in.
Yeah,
They seem to be committed to him.
because to me that would have been the trade for me this offseason.
Yeah, that would have been exciting and interesting. Like you're really changing the direction in a way like I understand.
and they're running out of time to make the most out of him in a trade.
Yeah.
Like next year, if Zion doesn't like vastly improve this year, who would want him next year? I feel like this year was
Yeah.
the last year.
With
Like,
all these
hey,
extensions, guys, teams are going to get stingy real quick.
right. So like this year was the last year to me where I would have paid for his potential. After this, like all these guys coming in now, the draft picks, why would we pay for why would we trade for Zion at this point?
I really don't get it.
Who didn't even reach Josh Smith, by the way. My draft draft day comparison, he hasn't even reached his potential to me yet. So
Oh, Josh's Atlanta peak was better than yeah, dude. No question, bro. I forgot that
yeah,
was
that's
a
what I'm saying.
phenomenal draft comparison. But
And he hasn't even. I mean,
bro,
Josh made more of an impact on the league. But anyway, we don't have to get into that. So if we didn't talk about that, maybe we didn't talk about Drew and Simons. I don't really have a whole lot to say about it. Simons going to Boston is weird, and Drew going to Portland is weird. We did talk about that because we talked about them committing to Scoot or not,
yeah. And
and
I
they
also
are committing to
remember
Scoot.
discussing like the effect, like Simons being a much better fit, waiting for Tatum to come back.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Uh,
One other trade happened, like I guess kind of significant.
yeah, it's time for that one. Is it significant?
A good
Well,
player moved. I guess in that way it is.
Norman Powell got traded to the Miami Heat in exchange for Kevin Love and Kyle Anderson. Oh, they go to the Jazz, and John Collins goes to the Clippers. Three-way trade there. Kevin Love, Kyle Anderson to the Jazz, who they probably won't keep either of them.
No,
Um,
I wouldn't if I was them. Why would you?
the Clippers get John Collins, and Norman Powell goes to the Heat.
I just
Pacers signed James Wiseman. Interesting. Um, this was like I said, this was a very rare nobody wins trade for me. Now I think the Clippers lose this trade, but it's a loss for a move that they are trying to make later. But obviously, the Jazz got nothing out of this trade, and to me, the Heat. I mean, I guess they won it, but I mean, I like Norman Powell, but does he actually help the Heat? Not really.
Dude, of all the guys Miami didn't get that they told us they were wanted, are you
Yeah,
kidding me? Like in the this was so insane to me. Both of these Miami and the Clippers in context look even dumber.
you know, I've been watching The West Wing a lot, and something that happens with the presidency is, I know this sounds like a tangent, but let me
I'm with
land.
you.
Something that happens is that every single decision, everything that happens, not even a decision, or the president gets a cold, they have to come and brief the media about it right away. And I just can't imagine the Heat briefing their fans, briefing their public. Like, so obviously the president does the whole American public. So the Heat would just do Miami, Fort Lauderdale, maybe,
Well,
and
they do
say,
like an
"Hey,
introductory press conference.
yeah," but they don't have to do it after every trade. So, but
Yeah.
imagine if after every trade they'd had to do it, and after every talk, because like even just the talk of stuff in the White House, they have to go do it. Like, hey, we're drafting a a bill for this. Hey, we're about to do this, even if they don't do it. So imagine them saying, "Hey, we're looking at getting Durant, we're looking at getting Dame Lillard, we're looking at getting Donovan Mitchell, we're looking at getting um, Brandon Ingram, we're looking at getting Zion, we're looking at getting Zach Levine." They all these press conferences, and the last one said, "Hey, we just acquired Norman Powell."
I'm moving teams, bro. I'm moving teams. I'm switching fandom. I'm getting out the area if I have to.
So all those other people I named were all stars, and Norman Powell is probably a natural sixth man. I mean, only because the Clippers can't afford a six man, that he wasn't six man to me. I mean, I think he's a perfect six man, but starting two guard, I guess. Um, and you're putting him on a team that like is already a team full of bench players,
That's
and
what's
and Bam
bro.
maybe.
Miami, like we've now again at a certain point got to look big picture. Like last 5, 10 years, what the fuck are we doing?
Yeah.
Who are we committing to? Like who are we picking? Who are we giving up on versus who are we buying into?
W- If Miami's starting five played the Thunder's s- 6 through 10, who would win that game? Like in one quarter, we could just say one quarter,
Thunder.
12 minutes,
Caruso,
right?
the best player out there.
Caruso is working,
Everybody.
and like I mean, let's say Hartenstein comes off the bench and like he doesn't start, he's the backup big. Like they're cooking Miami.
Easily.
The Pacers' second unit is cooking Miami.
Easily.
So like I don't. And with Powell, and who starts at the point? Still Davion Mitchell?
Like
Like
that's a joke, bro. I'm sorry, no disrespect.
this
He's a
was
guy, by the way, they were trash and he was a reason why they were winning games.
he was. He definitely was.
But I just there's no bro, Spoelstra is like he's been a mad scientist for a long
Yeah.
fucking time.
Yeah.
But like it's getting ridiculous.
The the only reason I am not mad at this trade is because they lost Love and Kyle Anderson that they just didn't use at all.
I'm
So
not mad at
like
Miami at all. I just don't get what they're doing.
yeah. This was to me clearly a let's trade everybody off season for them, and they just didn't do it. Like I know they probably just didn't want to do it because no one wants to admit it's the rebuild year. But I think this was like clearly a perfect rebuild year for them. Hey, let's keep Hero for the future, but bam, you're gone. Wiggins, everybody over 30, you're out of here. And we're just starting from, starting in all 20s. And like it just seemed like it was an easy year for them to do that,
I
especially
just
because
like
the young guys made such good impacts this year. Kalel Ware looks great. Like you said, Davion Mitchell was winning games for them. They had another young guy that looks really good. Wiggins was playing okay. Like, but
they're getting Highsmith a few more looks. You know, our
yeah,
prediction didn't turn out. He didn't get to pop off this year, but they suck. They didn't have the
yeah, they did.
structure for a role player to pop off.
Nope.
But again,
Nope.
Miami, like I knew that. I just don't get how can you go for these big name guys all these years and get Powell? Like that's just such a joke.
Yeah.
But we got to get to the flip side.
The Clippers
What the fuck?
allegedly they haven't. I mean, I've heard this from multiple sources. The Clippers did this trade to free up the space to
Yeah,
acquire Bradley Beal after
yeah.
the Bradley Beal buyout. It's apparently already written. Like all Bradley Beal has to do is sign his buyout and sign his Clippers contract. Um, like
Bro, I went out of my way to ask 4 different people that I talk basketball with.
okay,
Like, like why? Genuinely, why? And that exact face you just made a second ago, like, I can't. I'm thinking, but like nothing is happening.
it Bradley Beal's career choices are the weirdest career choices for anybody, any All Star that I can think of, and for him to choose the Clippers, like he obviously has a choice, but for him to choose the Clippers to me, if I'm going throughout the league and thinking, hey, what teams would Bradley Beal fit on and like
I wouldn't
immediately
even think
be a
about
good
them.
fit, the Clippers would be in the bottom five.
Bro, they wouldn't cross my mind. Like I literally would omit
It just,
them.
yeah, it just wouldn't even be an option. So, so that's the thing that makes this so strange.
And
I just don't
you
understand.
you talked about from Miami's perspective how Norman Powell is viewed coming in. especially compared to the names you were trying to get.
Yeah.
Bro, Powell was the one thing the Clippers could look back and say, we're getting that again next year.
Yeah, that's
I
true.
don't, who the fuck knows if Kawhi Leonard's going to play a lot of games?
Nobody.
I don't know what the hell the rest, James Harden? Who's trusting him? Nobody.
Nobody.
You added a shitty sub for Zubac. Why?
Yeah. Are you talking
It,
about Brooke Lopez or John Collins?
yes.
Brooke Lopez. Yeah.
Brook Lopez, I can't believe anybody wanted Brook Lopez after the 3 years we just saw from him.
He's just a 10 years older Zubac.
No
I mean,
effort.
at this point, I
I'm
mean,
sure
obviously,
Zubac doesn't seem like a guy who's going to run out of effort.
at least Brooke can hit shots, but well, yeah, Brooke is when I say older, I mean he plays 10 years older too. Not just
It,
he is older, he plays older.
I just like the Clippers, man. There's no commitment to what we're doing. Like, yeah, we're running it back. Yeah, we're delusional that we were closer than the reality told us so. But you give up on your most reliable role player who was performing at like as close to beyond role player as a role player could get.
Yeah.
And again, the Clippers were a perfect fit for him to run that back.
They were. Yeah.
And you
Yep.
give that up, like I don't get it. Was he expensive?
He fits on teams when the starting other four are good, or at least two are really really good, where doesn't have so much pressure on him, and he can just select his shots better. Uh, I can't see that happening in Miami. I don't see it being comfortable for him in
In
Miami.
Miami, like, best case he has some like explosive games.
Hmm.
But the Clippers again, like I can't fathom how you give up on a guy that played that well. That was so crucial to you being as dominant as you looked in the season.
This is the second time that's happened to him, which is strange because when the Blazers did it, he looked really really good for them, and I'm not really sure. Maybe there's a locker room thing with him that we don't know about, but
I mean, possibly.
he's setting up to have a Aaron Aflalo kind of career in Miami. Like he averages 23 points a game, but Miami sucks. And then after that, he can't fit
Yeah.
into
So
anybody's
only
team ever
fucking
again.
only like obscure only NBA nerds can remember him.
Right. Yeah.
Because not no regular NBA fan remembers how much Aaron Aflalo cooked in Orlando for absolutely no reason,
Yeah. Then went and was six man for the Blazers for 1 year and was cooking.
and
And
then
then
fell off like immediately.
of course, he fell off when he got to the Knicks.
Oh
But yeah, as soon as that hiatus from the Portland and everybody, like three players went to the Knicks, and Aflalo was
yeah,
ended up being the worst player out of them.
like I guess this is really the Clippers lack a culture. And
Yes.
Powell was a guy. I'm not saying he had to like play out his career there, but he's clearly in his peak.
Yeah.
I just don't understand why you'd give up on a guy like that to get nothing. First of all, and Bradley Beal has proven to be a inferior player to Norma Powell the last 3 years.
Yes.
Like, if you believe in Bradley Beal, you're living in 4 years ago.
Yeah.
Like, I just can't. I'm a Wizards guy and I can't do it, so it just doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah, and I question if they do keep John Collins. They haven't officially dropped him yet, but if they do keep John Collins, like there's situations where I could see John Collins and Harden looking amazing together. But then everyone else on the team, I don't see John Collins fitting in with at all. But like just Collins and Harden, I think in a 2-on-2 would be a fire 2-on-2 team. But Collins with Kawhi out there and um and Chris Dunn, like those guys, I don't really see.
They're honestly, like, attitude wise, they're a perfect fit for each other. Because the
Yeah.
Clippers every year are arrogant, thinking like we're way closer than everybody's telling us. And Bradley Beal's a guy who thinks he's like still on James Harden and Kawhi's level.
Yeah.
So again, you're getting a guy who's like who's going to be a lesser version of Powell.
You know, I also told you this, but if I'm the trainer for the Clippers, like I'm taking my family out for lobster and steak and champagne if we get Bradley
Oh,
Beal because I'm working all year heavy.
I'm in the lab. We
I'm
rehabilitation
getting
work
paid.
day in, day out.
I'm getting paid overtime all year if we get Beal and Kawhi. Like you're going crazy this year
Yeah, bro.
because
That's
you
the
know
other.
they got to pay him for the like the off team stuff, which is all the stuff Kawhi is doing and all the stuff Bradley's going to be doing. Like
Yes.
he's going to
That's why
get
it's like,
paid.
bro, you've been bending over backwards for guys who've not given you shit.
Yep.
Norman Powell was a fucking workhorse.
Yep.
Norman Powell, I told you off air, like, if you're in a serious playoff run, Norman Powell would go that extra edge to play through pain.
Yep.
None of these guys would. None. Maybe Chris Dunn, but
Yeah.
like he's just not that good.
Right.
But my God, it's like we keep picking the inferior culture like setup.
Yep.
And let's be serious, like Ty Lue's definitely not the guy to fucking figure that shit out.
Nah, he's not.
So I just hate to think we're gonna get a repeat of this team having a really good regular season. And you know, dumbass analysts are gonna be excited and hyped up because Kawhi's out there,
Mm-hmm.
but it's gonna be a complete waste of time.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's frustrating, man. Because again, I was positive on this team, and even though I was disappointed on them, I didn't think they'd do some dumb shit to completely just ruin the chemistry that their depth had.
I agree.
Like Brooke Lopez is a chemistry ruining player.
Yeah, he is.
Like they're gonna have to sub him out because he's shooting too much, bro.
Yeah, he doesn't fit with how they play at all.
And then they have a problem of shooting too much. So like if anything, he's just gonna exacerbate the situation.
Exactly.
It's I just don't I want the Clippers to make good choices and I don't see that.
I'm done with the Clippers.
So done, bro. I've waited
Yeah.
so long.
I've waited a long time for Bradley Beal to be on a team where he can actually cook, and he just doesn't want that. Like
Clearly
I,
not.
I can't want it more than he does because there's so many better fits, and like at this point, I do want it more than he does, so I have to just detach. He,
Detached.
I have to detach from him because, like, you know, if
Like
he
if
doesn't
you're
want
not
it, then
hungry
why
to
should
be
I?
great, I can't root for you.
Exactly. Yeah, yeah.
You just
It
going to
was
like honestly, this feels like he's going to like people he likes. Like maybe he's cool with these guys or something.
maybe
I don't know. A lot of these guys are delusional thinking they'll just click and go off together.
the Clippers haven't made like I respect the Clippers for taking chances on people. Like I think the Clippers had Kevin Porter Jr. for a second.
I mean,
Um,
Chris Dunn was a chance.
Chris Dunn was a chance, and it worked. I don't think they gave John Wall enough of a chance because when John was playing with them, I liked how they looked, and they just stopped playing him. Um,
Couldn't agree more.
I respect the pickups they make to see how it works, but after they do it, they haven't really done well with it. After like Dunn is the only one I think they've actually done right by the chance. Like he took his chance and he did a good job, and they actually used him well. Everyone else, it doesn't work out. So I don't really see. I don't know why Beal has confidence in the Clippers for making it work. If he does, again, this is just speculation, but apparently it's a done deal. So we're just waiting for the buyout where the Suns are going to get money to buy him out.
I just honestly like in the comparison to your point, like Beal's made dumbass choices, so another dumbass choice doesn't surprise me. Like
Yeah.
I would love to talk to the Clippers. Like, can I get a real basketball explanation for like how Beal can actually elevate this team? Is that like a thing we imagine? Like, I can't understand.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. You real quick, let me talk a little bit about the Suns pickups because I don't think any of them are great. They got Jalen Green, Dylan Brooks, obviously from the Durant trade, but they also picked up the $8 million option on Vasily Micic. Who was that?
Like a European shooter they were throwing out there a little bit.
Okay. They re-signed Colin Gillespie.
I mean,
Any
he
any
couldn't crack the
thoughts?
rotation last year, but I saw him sitting there.
And they signed Nigel Hayes. Nigel Hayes, well, Hayes Davis now, but Nigel Hayes, Wisconsin vet.
Yeah. Oh my God. The
He's
Badger
back.
go.
Yeah, he's back from overseas. He didn't really get a good shot in the league. He went overseas kind of early, and he's been like MVP over there.
Yeah.
I think he has like
He
two
cooks out there.
championships. Yeah, and the Suns decided to sign him out of nowhere. Who
And you
knows
know what?
why?
It's not like it's not a good off season. Phoenix, nobody's excited about Phoenix. That's fair. But
It's a
I
really
actually
bad offseason.
they got a decent draft pick.
Yeah, they
Um,
did.
it's like there's a little bit of like stuff you did to just like put the roster together,
Yeah.
and then you committed to the guy
Oh,
I think
oh,
extending
Booker.
Devin Booker like rounds out again. What were their options to have a good offseason? You know what I mean? Like who were they getting that was going to be a difference maker? I mean,
The
they
only thing
got
they could have
Jalen
did,
Green. I think like Jalen Green with no real expectations is exciting.
I don't know. I don't know how I like Jalen Green and Devin Booker together.
I don't.
Even if it isn't necessarily on purpose, it's
I
just
don't. But there's no expectations.
that's true. Yeah.
Like that's to me is where it's kind of easy to where like I mean Book is obviously the guy here for the foreseeable future. I think
Yeah.
if he's willing to stick it out through this,
Yeah.
so I do like that, man. I think Phoenix and Booker like have clearly worked together,
Mhm.
and I do believe it could be better.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, Booker came fairly close to winning. It's not like it's impossible for him to get back to that.
Right?
So again, you pay him now. He's comfortable. Now he can really just have a good time.
I think Booker should be like on the MVP favorites list this
Bro,
year.
if they're like a 7th seed by some fucking miracle,
Yeah.
hand him the trophy.
It they could I think they could be either a lot better than people think or a lot
They
worse than people think.
did they
Like I don't think they're
re-sign?
going to
They
meet.
re-signed Tyus Jones, right?
No, Tyus Jones went to Orlando. Think
That's a good pickup for Orlando, by the way.
yeah, that was kind of out of
But
nowhere.
that
Where was
is
that?
not a good loss.
No, it's not.
That's a bad loss. Okay, that fuck, dude, that throws off my glass half full theory completely
Yeah.
because you're nothing about your roster now helps them get good shots.
I don't like the committing to Booker at the point thing. I really didn't
That
like it when they started
bad,
it. Yeah,
bro. It's just some of these
and
teams,
they
man.
waived Cody Martin also,
That's
which
insane.
I don't. Yeah, it's so random. A random wave. Like he's not a wave. Like Olenek is getting traded twice, and you have to waive Cody Martin. Like there's not someone. No one wants Cody Martin for something.
That's wild, bro.
Yeah, but they
But
did get Mark Williams, the other Hornets big man. I think.
oh, that's right, they did.
Yeah.
Um,
I don't know, man. I don't know who's on the Suns anymore, to be
but
honest.
there's
Like
just nothing.
it's
Like, bro, they could win 10 games. Everybody kind of thought they sucked. They could make a random play-in run, and people will be excited and
yeah.
surprised. I mean, shocked.
Yeah.
And I
I
think
was
it'll say a lot about both Booker and Green that they're able to make a situation like this work.
I think they could be good. I'll just leave it there. I do
That's
think
fair.
that they might surprise people this year and actually be like actually really good. Oh, they got
That's
Monty Morris.
okay. That's I like Tyus Jones is better, but that's still like somebody to try to get the guys in a structure.
Yeah.
But
And maybe the
they hired.
buyout
Oh,
for Beal
they
will
hired a
open.
Cleveland assistant.
Yeah.
So to me, it's like you're getting a good idea of how I like the building, like the bones of what they're trying to develop.
Uh,
That's fair.
I don't know.
I'm reaching. I'm reaching. I'm
I
trying to
don't
be
know yet.
glass half full because again, there's just no expectations. It makes it so much easier.
Seeing Booker and Green on the court together is going to be the most fascinating thing in the entire league for
Yeah,
me next year.
like on paper, it sounds foul.
Yeah, and I'm a Green defender. I'm probably one of the last Jalen Green defenders out there,
You are.
and and I I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't think this is a good look for her for the defense. I think it's going to be really bad. I think I'm going to come in here and be like, nah, but Jalen Green did this, and like they just don't fit at all. I think it's going to be a mess. But we'll see. We'll see. I I don't know. I do think they could be really good though. I really do. I really think that I wouldn't be surprised if all of a sudden like they're blowing
Like this is
the
a good
Nuggets out.
group. This is a good group for Booker to lead.
That's fair. Yeah.
The standards are high.
They need a point guard so bad. Like this team to me, I won't say has to, but like if DeJounte Murray is available after this trade, like Suns, like think about it. Like seriously think about
A
it.
point guard rounds out this team like actually well.
Yeah, honestly, just getting a point guard makes this a good team on paper.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like the some of the bench guys I'm looking at, like I was an Isaiah Livers defender too in the past. Ty Washington, I've never seen it. Colin Gillespie, I just haven't seen it. Bull, like I'm ready for that train to be over. Um,
Who was the one guy they play a lot? Something
Ryan Dunn,
Dunn.
I don't like him.
What?
I don't see it.
Hold on. What is
I don't
no? I
like
mean,
it.
like he's a fucking regular role player, but like he plays hard.
I should.
His jumper is kind of broke though. That does bother me.
He's just one of those guys that they play him a lot because they have to, but any other team that doesn't have to, he would never play. No disrespect to him at all. I just like a good. I just don't see him like as a consistent player on a good team. But yeah, I don't know.
But on a team with no expectations, maybe what anything could happen.
You and the no expectations thing. They're gonna be terrible, man. Like I'm looking at Royce
And it's
O'Neal.
gonna
He
be
has
hilarious, bro. It's so expected.
bro. I'm looking at the team pictures. Royce O'Neal has like a
Not the team picture.
Royce O'Neal has a pearl choker on, bro.
Stop.
This team is gonna suck so bad. Like the pearl choker, I'm looking at him like, oh no, this team is bad.
Oh man, deep book lock in, man. Lock in on that MVP campaign.
Yeah, that's rough,
Uh,
man. Like they just take the whole Hornets front court for like why?
without a
Like
point
it,
guard to get them the ball.
yeah,
Hey, go get it off the glass, fellas. Gotta earn it.
yeah, yeah, yeah. It's
Oh
this
man,
team's bad, but
it's a rough look.
I
I just want to
I
be
will
excited
watch.
because they're so trash, bro. Like KD ruined them for years to come,
Yeah, I don't know who Jalen Bridges is. Like,
and
it,
them having a relatively close year to Houston would be such a phenomenal middle finger to KD.
yeah, and then getting Nigel Hayes, like,
Guys are
Where did
yo.
that come from?
Phoenix is scouting. That's what I'm hearing. Okay,
But they didn't need a big. They need a guard. Why are you getting Hayes? You have
I
Plumlee. You have
don't,
both the
bro.
Hornets. You have
It's
Bull.
got to be upside. He's got to He's got to have showed out, and he could contribute.
But he's old. How old is he now?
Don't say he's after 33, bro. There's no way.
No, not that old. No, he's
He's
30.
he,
He's 30. Like he's like the third oldest on the team.
I mean,
So
my memory of him is ancient. Really haven't seen him overseas,
yeah,
but like he's a fundamental player.
he's
Like
good.
to me, it's an easy chance to take
I guess. Yeah.
on the fucking purgatory team. Why the fuck not?
It's just I don't know. I guess so. Yeah. Anyway, I'm done with the Suns.
Yeah,
We'll wait for
we
the
spent
season.
way too long on the Suns and Pelicans today.
Let's talk about the draft. Give me some of the names you like from the draft. And if you watched any of the summer league, I watched a little bit of it. I like try not to put that into how you felt on draft night, but if you feel different about it today, then I'll hear it.
I like the Wizards guy, to be honest.
Who? Oh,
The
Trey?
Texas guy.
He's nice. He's nice.
He's just really
Good pickup.
a more complete scorer than you normally find in the draft.
Mhm.
Just based on what I've seen, based on kind of how he's progressed as a player a little bit in college.
Yeah.
Uh, so I do like. I think the Wizards got a good one.
Yeah, I think he might be my favorite out of the top 10, believe it or not. I'm not saying he's the best pick, but I like him. I like his game a lot. I think he takes good shots. I like how he gets his shots. Um, I like it. I like him. I think it was a really good pick. VJ Edgecombe, I didn't see it at Baylor. Like I saw him getting dunks and stuff, and I think I
He
watched
was
two
a,
or three Baylor
he
games.
was a good athlete, but you could tell like quickly that he belongs on the court as an athlete.
Yeah, athletically, I definitely saw it. But I've seen a lot of good athletes that just were just athletes. But he's kind of he's tough, man. That first summer league game, he was not playing around.
Bro, he took that shit seriously.
Yeah, like he had something to prove. Like, bro, you were third pick. We get it. Like, you don't need to get 28 and 10 on us. Like,
That was the intensity was surprising. Uh, but
yeah,
like especially where you're coming in, bro.
yeah,
I mean, Philly having it's an unorthodox third pick because they're going to be convincing everybody that they're running it back for real this time.
yeah.
Uh, and it's actually like a scary fit for a guy like a young guy
Hmm.
because like I really have no idea if they're going to depend on him a lot, if they're not going to depend on him at all,
Yeah.
are like what's the situation with Maxi and McCain, and then your two stars? I have no idea if they're getting healthy. And VJ coming into that first summer league game with that much to prove,
Hmm.
like, nah, there's no scenario where he's not a key part in what the Sixers are doing.
My question is, how late into the season do the Sixers pull the trigger and just blow it up, blow the rest of the team up? So at this point, you got Edgecombe, you got McCain, you got Maxi, three players under 24 that have very promising futures at their positions. You picked up Broom. Drummond keeps exercising his options. Like this is a team that probably could last, like make a they'd have like a good tanking season. You know what I mean? Like the season where like yeah they're tanking, but like they randomly beat like three playoff teams. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
talking about? They could have one of those if they traded you know who. And
Embiid.
yeah, if they did. I wonder if they'll wait for the season to end or if they'll wait. if like this is a mid-season, all right, it's over. And I think we've seen it happen in the middle of the season before, but I think this is like a perfect middle of the season year for them to say, you know what, it's over. Paul George, you're going to Portland and like for Thibault and picks. And
I'll be honest, maybe I'm a little more glass half full today because your scenario sounds a lot more realistic than what I'm anticipating. Is the,
Embiid, it's over. You're going to Miami for Bam and Wiggins, and then
probably
we're
a pick
going
or
with
two.
yeah, Bam, Wiggins, and a pick, and we're going with Maxi, Edgecombe, McCain, Wiggins, Bam, and Thibault. Bringing Thibault back to Philly,
But that's
and
like
like,
that's like an elite organization pivot.
eh, and I think they'd be in the lottery, but they'd be good, a good lottery team.
My fear is PG and Embiid are kind of, you know, reputation has been almost irreparably damaged at this point.
Yeah.
Uh, the respect factor is kind of gone.
Hmm.
So like they if they're not playing with something to prove, I don't know if I could stomach Philly games this year.
Yeah. I
So
I
to
think
me, this team is packed.
they are.
So it's easy for this team to come out hot and run off the first month of the season with like two losses.
Hmm.
And just to they got McCain coming back to figure shit out. They got VJ coming in to figure it out. Like they have a good amount of problems with their roster to figure out.
Hmm.
Problem is the leadership is dog shit.
Hmm.
And that's again like if PG and Embiid are back to the same antics we just saw, I'm out.
Yeah.
And at that point, like your scenario has to be realistic because then Philly's not serious.
Yeah, and I could see them like kind of being a little bit out of the playoffs at trade deadline and saying, you know what, that's it, we're done. Like I could see them losing a lot of bad games. This is if everybody's healthy. I can see them losing a lot of bad games, and then here comes trade deadline. Paul George to the Warriors, Embiid to Brooklyn for um, Claxton and picks. Like I could just see it happening, and then they
I'm worried
lose the rest of the year.
they've been so committed to Embiid for all this time.
Yeah.
Like it's gonna be hard for them to detach.
It's time for a new process. Gotta
It
trust the next
is.
process.
It
Yeah.
is. This one hasn't worked.
But the crazy thing is the process of Embiid being hurt is working. You're getting Maxi, you're getting McCain, you're getting
And the
Edgecombe, like
pivot,
you're getting
I,
top
I
five
just think
picks.
it's a steadier pivot to make in the off season than it is mid season.
Yeah, but
Like you don't gotta
I,
like you don't have to commit to the tank. You didn't you got McCain with a double not a top 10 pick or maybe he was 9 I can't remember.
well, yeah, well, that's why to me they would
I feel like he was 11.
notice. Yeah, I think he was 11. But that's why I think they would notice it mid-season. I think if you wait till the offseason, then you
You
already
think they're gonna
missed the
be
chance to tank.
bro? If they're healthy, they're not gonna be trash, right?
Uh, depends what you
I mean,
define
PG
healthy.
and Embiid are that done.
It depends what you just define healthy. What is healthy for Embiid at this point?
I That is a phenomenal question. But
Because
if
like if you're saying if Embiid plays every single game, of course they're a playoff team, 100%. But Embiid sits games when he's healthy now.
bro, it's my worry is much more Paul George. Like Paul
My
George sucked horribly when he played last year.
my worry isn't Paul George because I think they're better with just Embiid than they are with just Paul George. So
That's
like
fair.
If Embiid doesn't come back and it's Paul George, they're marginally better. If Embiid comes back and Paul George still isn't back, they're a playoff team because Embiid is still the most dominant big man in the league, first or second, however, however you want to define dominant. But he's still a monster in the league, still an MVP candidate every time he touches the floor. But I mean, Paul George comes back, and who knows? Like you said, who knows the effort he brings you. I think he probably is a harder fit because he's not really a just give me the ball kind of player anymore. At least he hasn't been on Philly.
No.
Embiid still just give Embiid the ball, he's gonna get a good shot off or at least get fouled. At this, like even not healthy, he does that. So I don't know, and I don't think Paul George is that irreplaceable for them. Like, let's say the Warriors did keep Kaminga. Would you not trade Paul George for Pajimski and Kaminga in a pick?
If I'm the
If you're
Warriors,
no, I'm saying if you're Philly and someone says, "Hey, we'll give you Pajimski, Kaminga, and a
no.
first round pick," you wouldn't. If Paul George is playing how he's been playing, I'm not saying prime Paul George. I'm
I
saying the Paul George we
okay,
saw
I
last year.
would. I just don't see Philly giving up like
Oh, okay.
that.
You would, but you don't think Philly would.
Yeah, I
I
think
got you. Okay.
Philly's with how they've functioned around Embiid, who's like consistently shown that he hasn't matured. He has like it took him forever to take his body seriously. Like he still doesn't. I'm not sure if he takes like health seriously.
Yeah.
I just there's not enough focus from them to be like, all right, we're locked in, like we're done, and be like, it's been too. No, you've been bending over back. It's similar to the Clippers with Kawhi. Like you can't like yeah, it would make sense for the Clippers to on from Kawhi, but it's not really gonna happen.
Well, that's why in my scenario they would have to do it at the same time. Like I don't think there's any situation where they just trade Paul George and they keep Embiid for the rest of the year. Or I mean, like Embiid plays the next season there without Paul George. I don't think that's realistic at all. I could see either both of them getting traded on the same weekend, or Paul George getting traded at the deadline and Embiid's gone. Embiid's the first person traded in the offseason. Like that's how it would happen to me. There's no scenario to me where they continue with one of them a whole
It,
nother season.
it's just the Embiid decision is so massive, bro. There's no,
It
I just
is.
can't visualize it mid-season. I can't. It's such a big move. Who's taking a second half of season gamble on such a big risk?
Who would like trade for him?
Yeah,
A team like the Blazers wouldn't trade for him,
it's I don't know. I guess they
and the
would,
Blazers, if he comes back moderately healthy after that, the Blazers would immediately be a playoff team.
but
Immediately.
but the hope. I mean, the realistic hope is not that he's like getting back.
Wait, wait, what do you mean?
Like the realistic hope, not hope, but the realistic kind of prognosis is that he's not. He doesn't have a lot of playing time left.
Oh, yeah. I mean, oh, you saying for another team?
That's the thing to me. Like if Philly gives up on him, it's a health reason.
Yeah,
And to me, at that point, like he's on the verge of being done.
yeah,
So it's not like again, it's such a massive decision. I can't like I'll if we're teetering on the verge of disaster or decent, I'll
yeah.
teeter there and figure that shit out.
I
At least
just
for
think
the
there's
season.
I think there's been teams that have made those moves for three quarters of a player, knowing they weren't going to get all of that player again. I've seen it. I mean, I just think teams have done it, and I just wouldn't be that surprised if someone did it
No,
for
teams
Embiid.
definitely do it. You're right, but
I mean,
It's
like,
just his health problems have been so like career threatening the last 2 years.
yeah, I mean, like guys still Cousins was still bouncing around for a while. I mean, I guess no one like made a blockbuster trade for him,
Yeah, he was
but
a shell of himself when he was bouncing around.
I know I'm expecting Embiid to be. I'm not expecting Embiid to be the 75 in a game guy again. Are you?
I mean, I kind of am.
Even though that was just last year,
Yeah, bro. He
like it
was.
was 2 seasons ago.
I mean, my man was like half paralyzed, bad vision, and he was eating.
Yeah,
Legs all. He's got his knees sore like after a week of playing time. And he's out there eating.
I think I think that the 76ers would trade him strictly for more consistency out of somebody. That's all. I think
Yeah.
like I don't think Porzingis bouncing around is like that different. I mean, Porzingis' peak isn't Embiid's, but every time Porzingis misses like a full season, all of a sudden the next team wants Porzingis. I know they're not paying him as much as Embiid, but I don't know why teams keep wanting Porzingis when he misses half the season every year.
Well, because he's cheap and he's an easy fit. And he plays a
Yeah,
very efficient like type of basketball.
but the upside isn't anywhere near Embiid's for another team. I mean, so I don't know. I don't know. I could see it happening in the middle of the season. I could see it happening this season, especially because the Philly keeps getting really good picks and they keep getting better. And as the team that keeps getting better doesn't look like a team that would fit around Embiid. It's not like they're getting like a lot of good shooters
They were doing that with
or
Ben Simmons too.
yeah, or a lot of good passers. It's not like they're getting a team that looks like, oh, if they just had a big man, they'd be good. No, this is a different kind of team than that. So I don't know. I don't know. I
Just
I
I
would
don't
be.
know what the status like how the league views Embiid to me at this point is a mystery.
It is. It is.
And Paul George to a lesser extent. Like I mean Paul if anybody's worn out his respect factor, it's Paul George. Like if teams the following season or if Philly decides to move him and teams are excited because with Embiid it's obviously going to be a health problem that the only reason they'd give up on a guy that good.
Mhm.
With Paul George, it could be a number of things.
Paul George signed to Philly, right?
Yeah,
So he didn't get traded there.
yeah.
Trying to remember. Yeah, I don't know what the value of Paul George would be.
That's the thing to
Like,
me. It's like
like I said,
he's just
I think the Pajimski and Kaminga in a pick is a good deal for Paul George right now. Like, and when I say good deal, I mean I think that's an even trade. You get two young guys, young starters, and a pick. I don't think anyone would trade like a legit starter for him, but some fringe young starters, yeah.
I'm just scared. Like I'm praying what we saw from Paul George last year was an isolated incident because that shit sucked.
I hope it was an isolated incident too, because I've been
My
a Paul
God,
George
bro.
defender for a long time, and I guess I turned in my card to be a Jalen Green defender,
That,
but
that last season,
um,
bro. Oh man. Like obviously a lot of the stuff went to shit, but like I couldn't fathom how like much he inflamed that.
yeah,
Like he never made it better. He always made it worse. He like tried to absolve himself from even accountability for those things. It's like,
he
Paul, you signed here like the last piece of the puzzle.
um, how many years was he on the Clippers? Just 2? No, 4, right?
For I think.
Yeah, about 4. Yeah, I don't know, man. I forgot what point I was about to
I
make.
just
It wasn't a good
it's
one.
a make it or break it year for Paul George and Embiid. I feel he has to wait and figure that like see what that looks like.
I agree. I agree. I agree. In my opinion, they should go the whole year. But would I be surprised if they don't? No, I wouldn't.
I'm with that. Yeah,
I think Paul
I'd rather
George could be
them
gone at the
if
trade deadline.
they're gonna overreact to being trash or not as good as they want. We could do that sooner rather than later. I could be okay with that.
If there's one player in the entire league that I think will be traded at the deadline right now, it's Paul George. Like he's number one on my list. Like when the deadline comes, it's a crossroads for him. Yeah, because I think he's someone that every other team would want. I mean, a lot of teams would want to like be a piece to their puzzle,
The fact that
but
he
I just
was,
don't.
I mean, he was coming off of injuries, not deferring to Tyrese Maxey. That was so fucking insane, bro.
Yeah. Oh, this is the point I was gonna make. He is the worst superstar at playing against and with young people. Like he just does not like the youth movement hurts Paul George more than any other star to me. Because he gets destroyed by young guys. Like Cade Cunningham eats Paul George alive. Like
Yeah,
guys like that just work him for some reason. And he can lock up. It's not like a physical thing because he can like lock him up for a possession. But at the end of the game, like they have 38 on him, or like we know Booker has eaten him alive over the years. Luca has given him buckets. Like
he's
the
just not
young
a dog.
guys,
Like he has no dog in him.
yeah, and you need that
Like
to play against the
none.
younger guys. So I wouldn't be I think him, like you said, deferring to the young guys, he has a problem with that too. And I think that would be
See, that's
that's gonna
that's
be
a
tough for
healthy
him.
reason to get him the fuck out like 2 months in.
And the team's getting younger. They get younger and younger and
Yeah.
better when they get younger. So
If VJ and McCain like throw a fucking lob to each other, I would trade
yeah,
Paul George right there.
it's happening. It's
For
definitely coming.
sure.
And he
It'll,
doesn't keep
it'll,
up
it'll
with
take long.
Maxi. I still don't like Maxi at the point. I like McCain at the point though.
Yeah,
So I don't is McCain gonna be ready at the beginning of the season? Do you know?
not sure.
I guess I'm dumb
Really
because
hasn't.
I'm supposed to be
I
looking that
haven't
up.
seen any updates about when he's getting right.
Yeah, unfortunately, all I've seen was him talking about his fingernail polish l- brand. Like, yo, can we talk about what you do on the court? Like, can we talk about if you're gonna play next year?
Yeah,
What are we talking
that's
about?
like
Oh,
I think VJ is a really interesting like guy to come into this
this is ruby red. This is for my.
because VJ is gonna come in like, yo, this dysfunction, I'm taking this shit. This is my team now.
Well, hold on, you didn't see? Did you see the interview when he was giving like the? I think he was with Funny Marco, and he was telling him like the names of the colors.
No. This was the clip was with Funny Marco.
I think so, and he was telling him
Bro is a
he was
fool.
Marco was like, "So, like, tell me about the nail polish. Like, why do you do that?" And he was like, "Actually, these are my new colors. This is and he's like telling him what the names of the colors are.
I
I'm
mean,
not
I don't give a
I'm
shit
not
about like
joking.
dudes doing that shit, but yeah, bro,
Yeah,
I want to hear what the fuck is going on the court.
that's all I'm saying. I'm not joking about. I don't mind the nail polish,
And
but
he
I'm
got
joking
hurt.
that
I
that's
don't
what we're
remember the
talking about.
injury, but it was like about halfway point of the season. Like we could get a fucking update, bro.
That's what I'm saying. Like, hey, you should
Start of the
be doing
season.
interviews
You could
about
literally
your
just say
injury.
he won't be ready for the start. That's an update. Like that's something I could build off of.
Chancellor taking the summer league, given that he only recently started taking jump shots again.
That's not
Um,
good.
in his vlog, he says he provided an update on his recovery process, explaining he's on the right path back to playing. I did
Yeah.
on court
Oh,
yesterday. I'm not doing on court today because we have to make sure our priorities are right. We have to make sure this knee is right. The swelling is gone. We're looking good. We're on a great path. So he's probably not starting the season. If he's just doing on court stuff, this is from 2 days
and
ago.
it's one day on, like not back to back. Oh,
Yeah,
bro,
he can't.
you're like easing your way back in. You're not even barely starting.
Yeah, he said he just started jumping again.
Oh
So
yeah.
if you just started jumping in July, you're not playing in November. or October. No.
Maybe January.
Yeah, I mean, he probably could be back by Christmas.
Yeah,
I could see that.
winter
Yeah,
time.
which is basically
I
January.
think
Yeah,
if he's been attacking the rehab, which he better be.
yeah.
I think he'll be fine, man. And I think like the young guys, Maxi, McCain, and VJ, like there's a lot of upside for them. There's a lot of room for error,
Hmm.
and we've seen that with like they've trusted Maxi, he's paid that off. They trusted McCain, he's paid that off. Like I don't see a reason why VJ is not going to do the same thing.
The only reason there's room for error though is because Embiid and Paul George aren't playing consistently.
But
If
the thing
Paul George
is,
and Embiid come back, you're automatically a win now team.
yeah,
And if
yeah,
me being win now means McCain's minutes are limited, VJ just might just not play at all. Like
that's
that's a
what I
strong
worry. I
possibility.
worry we'll see the issues like festering, but Philly will just kind of like, we're almost there. Like, let's just push through it.
Yeah, that'd be bad.
It's not a good look.
Yeah. Wait, definitely look up that funny Marco clip. That was funny. Okay. Other draft picks.
You mentioned Broom. I like them getting him.
Yeah, I like that too for them.
But I didn't get a chance to deep dive where a lot of the guys go. Did you see anybody?
Um, Brooklyn got a lot of picks that
Yeah, they picked like a bunch of guards and then a bunch of bigs at one point.
yeah, I think they had 4 picks and all of them I thought were kind of interesting. I don't know if they were necessarily good picks, but oh, they traded one of them to the Lakers. So they got 3 picks, 3 first round picks. And all of them looks kind of cool. They look like they play interesting game. Um the first dude Igor Demin. He's kind of like a big guard, played at BYU. I think he led whatever conference BYU is in assists or something like that. And like
BYU
he's a
been
trip
getting signature wins the last few years.
yeah, and he's kind of like a triple double threat. Has a big body. Like I thought that was kind of cool. And then they got this dude Ben Saraf from South Africa. Uh and he kind of looked cool. So like I don't know. I thought they had some cool picks, cool pickups that were interesting.
I do like
I,
when bad teams or teams that don't know what they're doing yet. Like
yeah,
there's a lot of players now on this team.
yeah. Actually, this dude Ben Saraf is from Israel, even though he's
Oh
born in South
shit,
Africa.
he might
He's
be. Is he the
Israeli
first?
player. Hmm?
Is he the first Israeli guy to? I guess
Uh, no, I don't think so. No, I don't know.
I can't
I haven't
remember
seen that.
another player from Israel.
He was the sixth man of the year in 2023. He was the under 18 championship last year. He was the rising star last that same under 18 year. Like he's like a rising player. I
Okay.
think he's only 19. So I kind
And
of liked
again,
how he looked.
this tells you one thing: Brooklyn's putting in a lot of work on scouting.
Yeah, they are big time.
I like that.
Big time. And I like I said, I don't know how good they're gonna be, and Brooklyn isn't gonna be good, but I thought those guys were
Go.
some kind of cool
I don't want
wild
to say it
cards.
again. I said it way too many times with Phoenix.
Yeah. uh
We chilling. We hooping.
Carter Bryant went to San Antonio. I really like his game. He went to where did he go to school? Arizona. I think he's a really good pickup for them. Um I actually thought the second round was a little more interesting than the first round. Because Broom, because uh, Cam Jones from Marquette, he really cooked for Marquette. Lanier from Tennessee, my alma mater, went to Detroit. I really like that pickup. Raynaud, who I loved from Stanford, from France, he went to Sacramento, which I thought was a perfect fit because he kind of plays a Sabonis kind of game already, very versatile big. Will Richard from Florida going to Golden State, I liked a lot.
Yeah,
I think he's a perfect fit for them too.
very
Golden
versatile.
State, yeah, yep, and can shoot and can pass, and I just see him easily fitting into it. Um, real quick, why don't you think the Warriors are doing anything? Like they've done nothing. They lost Looney, which I felt like was a big deal.
Yeah,
Not a big deal as far as the team goes, but like
big culture
Looney
deal.
culture deal exactly. Like he only got he got 8 million a year, which is impressive.
Uh,
Shout out to his agent. The
that's
Pelicans gave
big
him
fact. Oh, he went to the fucking Pelicans, bro.
yeah.
Wow, what a fucking downgrade. Uh, but similar, like he's a big culture setting guy, such a steady presence, so reliable. Like, man, the
It,
Warriors. I know the
yeah.
answer is like potentially Giannis,
Yeah.
but my debilitating fear is that we're running it back with the Steph Curry backpack.
That's definitely happening.
And it's
But
and what pisses me off, bro,
yeah.
I mean, obviously Steph Curry's a go. That's okay. You could convince me to run it back with Steph carrying the team.
Yeah.
The delusion that it's gonna work is why.
Yeah.
It's Jimmy Butler.
Yeah.
And that really like I'm not even mad anymore. I'm just sad. That's really I'm at that point.
I don't understand why teams keep putting faith in him. It's actually like it's like an X Files level mystery to me.
Bro,
Like I don't
he
he's gonna shut down.
I this is, an obscure, I guess, current term, but bro, he has aura farmed and like abused that, like the concept of like utilizing how cool you are, how like much people respect you. He
Yeah.
has abused that to such a fucking arrogant extent. It's insane.
Yeah.
It is insane. And the
Using the
Warriors
playoff
thinking,
Jimmy and
oh
the
my
him not
god,
carrying
bro!
him.
All the like obscure off court stuff that he's like super bougie about. Uh,
Yeah.
but it's like he's not locked in on the game of basketball.
Yeah.
He's just not, bro. He all the content you see from him, he's not locked in. He's the way he plays, he's obviously not locked in.
Yeah.
What's gonna change?
Nothing. I just don't and I don't know why they didn't work on their depth at all. You got all these guys like Bruce Brown's moving around, Clarkson's moving around, um,
Bro,
even
Denver fixed their
Kennard.
depth in one off season.
Yeah, like
Houston made a full pivot and still adjusted to put a full roster together.
yeah, I was about to say Finney Smith is moving around, Gary
Bro,
Harris.
nobody? Like, not one.
They have absolutely done nothing. They're the
Are
only
we
name
running
that
it
doesn't
back with
show up on this
Kuminga?
list.
Like, what is happening?
They haven't even worked that out yet.
That's what's
If
insane, bro. I thought he would be the first one to be get the fuck out.
they got to sign and trade him, if they let him go, that would be super dumb because I don't know how they could have the same roster and just lose two real rotation players and like keep going. Will Richard isn't that good.
Yo, the fucking pressure on that guy. Holy shit.
Yeah, you got to take two rotation players positions and like Pajemski. I don't know what they like.
Like, I just don't care about him enough.
I was gonna say he had a good season, but not a he's our guy moving
Yeah, you
forward. We don't
still
need to
shrug
make
your
any moves.
shoulders. You're not like, oh, okay, like let's lock in next year.
Yeah, he had a good season, but not a we don't need to make any moves level season.
I just like, what is the faith in? Again, is Curry's gonna make it like this all season without a fucking sub?
Curry and Draymond.
And they're just gonna it's gonna be Curry tweaks something. They gotta win 2 playoff games. They don't. They're not even competitive.
And did Quentin Post like impress them that much
There's no way, bro.
that
There's
you
no
don't
way.
need any other
Then
big?
maybe they could just sit around and do nothing if they're that
That
fucking stupid.
that you can lose Looney, your 4-time champion big?
You couldn't pay him 8 million. Is that too much? You're not getting anybody.
Right, you didn't pay anyone
You
else. You
have
might as well
there's
pay
money
him.
in the fucking account. Like, what are we doing?
Yeah.
I know they're not struggling with the fucking luxury tax, as far as I know.
Bro, D'Angelo Russell should fire his agent. He made 2-year 13 million and Looney is making 2 years 16.
Yeah, bro, that's insane.
Yo, his agent, you gotta go.
Yo,
Luke
you
Cornett's
gotta
getting
get
a 4-year
worth,
41
bro. What are
million.
you doing?
Luke Cornett got 4-year 41 million.
Did he stay in Boston, by the way?
Spurs.
That's a good pickup.
Yeah.
Spurs made
10
Spurs
million a
made like
year.
really small moves.
If I bet if they knew they were going to get Olynyk, they wouldn't have made the Cornett trade. That Cornett, they wouldn't have paid Cornett 10 million a year.
I do think Cornette and Olenek are very different. So that like there is a sort of picture to play them together, and it works.
That's possible. But if I just they might have still got Cornett, but not for that number. Is what I mean. I think they still probably would have went for Cornett, but do they? We need him for 41 million, 10 million a year.
4 years? We're locking him in for like the foreseeable future.
That's what I'm saying. If I have someone like that, do I need that? All right, whatever.
Hey man,
I guess Zach Collins better watch his back.
nah, bro. The Warriors.
They still have him.
It's really just again. It's like a delusion that Jimmy Butler's this like superhero, and
I
he's
feel like
just
they. Well, I don't know. I do know Kerr really glazed them i- throughout the season last year.
yeah.
Talking about like, oh, he just gets it. He just knows what to do before I even tell him.
Such a
He's just
playmaker. He's such a guy with that level of playmaking. I mean, it just works.
he just sees what's happening on the court better than anybody. What are we
Yeah.
doing, man?
What the fuck happened when
Relax.
Curry went out, huh? He couldn't see shit all of a sudden.
Yeah, yeah,
Honestly, like their off season's a failure at this point, unless they make a massive Giannis move.
yeah.
And even then, I'll be very nervous about their depth all season long.
Yeah.
Uh, but the thing for me is like Curry's injury was a new one for him.
Mhm.
So like I guess maybe they're probably seeing if he's back or not. But he's got to really get back to like 100% to carry this shitty ass team.
Yeah.
And I'm just nervous. Like, how old is he now? He's getting up
34, I
there.
think.
That's not young.
Right.
That is by no means young in NBA age. Okay,
Yeah.
so I can't like
He's
how.
37.
Oh my god. Oh my god, bro.
Yeah.
I mean, so it's like just why would you not? Your season ended because you lost him. And you're ignoring the fact that you couldn't like adjust when that happened.
And apparently they're waiting for Al Horford
Oh my
to
god,
sign
bro!
there.
Like you can't make this dumb shit up.
And Al Horford is 40. How old is Al Horford, bro?
I
40.
mean, he's a
Oh,
good fit, but like
he
for
just turned
what?
39.
For what?
Yeah.
I can't
Yeah.
believe, bro. Nothing is insane.
They also haven't re-signed Gary Payton II again.
bro, if he walks out the door, like I'm not taking him seriously. And it's silly to say that come off of Gary Payton Jr., but like the collection of you kind of pretending your culture can survive like dumbass decisions.
I think losing Looney was like, to me,
Massive, bro.
that makes like all bets off because like
He's
he was their
bro,
guy.
and he's such an important player. Like he had a similar effect that Bobby did in Milwaukee,
Yeah,
where it's just such a perfect fit. He found a home. The team believed in him. He rewarded their faith. The fans love him. He won with all the iterations of this team,
yeah,
and he contributed every time.
yep.
Like during the last run, he was like a core member of their weak ass like 7 guy rotation.
Hmm.
And that just again, when you're doing nothing, it's so insane to not pay a guy like that.
Yeah,
I mean, that might be worse than what the Pelicans are doing. I'll be honest.
it is worse to me, especially because you have a blatant flaw, and you're not addressing it at all.
Like,
You're
bro, do
choosing
we
to
need
ignore it.
Jesus Christ? Do we need to go get Bob Myers back? Like, what the fuck is happening?
They do. I mean, Dunleavy is not getting it done.
Not at all, bro. I mean, uh, he was kind of struggling in his last couple years, but not. This is ridiculous.
Yeah.
Why would Giannis leave Milwaukee for this? Steph?
Uh I think if Giannis goes there, they're gonna immediately be really tough.
I mean,
You don't
of
think
course,
so?
obviously,
But like
but not
championship?
OKC washes them.
Yeah. The depth would kill them always.
Bro, like not allowed to dribble. Giannis, you're not. You got to cut to the rim. You got to post up. You're not dribbling there.
Yeah, the thing is, either way you look at it, whether they're trying to get LeBron or Giannis or whatever they're trying to do, at this point they're not signing anybody. So I don't know where the
So you
depth comes because
still
they're gonna
you give up a
lose
haul
depth.
for those guys.
Right? Exactly. Yeah.
I'm not from like. Do they have a fucking stockpile of picks to trade?
And to me, the Kaminga situation taking as long as it's taking, and I know I don't think the free agency, um, has the free agency period or has the qualifying offer period is that over?
I'm not sure. But bro, the
Uh,
Kuminga situation, like, it's been a situation for years,
yeah.
and they always are so weird about it.
Yep. Oh
It's like
yeah.
it's always so mysterious, and there's always like both sides. Like we actually fucking hate him, but we actually still believe in him. It's like giving me whiplash at this point.
Yeah.
Just I
Yeah.
can't believe
So
this is the team that's doing nothing.
it's past. So like he, they could be doing that. They could be working that out, and they haven't. And that kind of actually tells me that they're waiting for a trade for him because
That's
you
another
know
guy they're losing.
Kaminga.
I mean, it's
It,
not like
it,
he was a big part, but like this roster's depth is nothing.
well, they could keep Kaminga if they pay him, but I don't think they're going to pay him. I think they'll package him. They'll sign and trade him for one of those guys. That
Another
the fact
guy.
the fact that they're waiting for him tells me that they're probably waiting for the sign and trade that they want to make, like the real sign and trade they want to make. So
That's just like this is such checkers, bro. This is not chess at all. It's so basic, so simple. I mean, what the
yeah,
fuck?
yeah, it's bad.
And all it took was a couple extra mil to keep Looney. And that's what would be cheap. Yeah, fuck you. Good luck with Steph Curry breaking down again next year because you didn't take care of him.
Facts. Um. Okay, I don't have any other NBA. Do you?
No,
Let me talk WNBA real quick. All-Star weekend's coming up. All-Stars have been picked. The All-Star draft has taken place. Um, it looks like it's going to be a really fun game. I will say the teams really quick. Caitlin Clark was the captain of her team. She chose. Is this right? Yeah. Aaliyah Boston, Sonia Citron from the Washington Mystics, Aaliyah Boston from the Fever. For this is just for people who don't know, but you can just look up the names. Sabrina Ionescu from the Liberty, Kiki Iriafin from the Mystics, Kelsey Mitchell from the Fever, her team, Satu Sabali from the Mercury, Kayla Thornton from the Valkyries, Gabby Williams from the Storm, Asia Wilson from the Aces, and Jackie Young also from the Aces. That's Team Caitlin Clark. Team Collier, Nafisa Collier from the Minnesota Lynx was the other captain. Paige Beckers from the Dallas Wings from UConn. Skylar Diggins from the Storm. Alicia Gray from the Dream. Ryan Howard from the Dream. Neka Ogumake from the Storm. Kelsey Plum from the Sparks. Angel Reese from the Sky. Brianna Stewart from the Liberty. Alyssa Thomas from the Mercury. And Courtney Williams from the Lynx.
Pretty good matchup.
It is. Caitlin kind of went for the younger. I mean, she got a lot of the rookies. She had 3 rookies on the team, and well, not 3 rookies, but 2 rookies and someone who left the league and came back, and this is her first time being an All-Star. Collier got Beckers as a rookie, and I think that's the only rookie she has. But Angel's young. It's going to be a good game, really, really good game. I don't know what else they're doing for All-Star Weekend. Seems like a lot of times they just announce it like the week before, as far as like the 3-point contest and the skills challenge and
Yeah.
stuff for the WNBA. But should be a fun weekend. This year, their standings are really weird because, I mean, they're not that weird. The Lynx and Liberty were in the finals last year. They're number 1 and number 3, so like they're still really good. But a lot of other teams are really getting killed by injuries. Um, Caitlin Clark has missed like 7 games this year, so Fever is
Yeah.
7th.
I
Yeah,
will say I've seen a couple of games of the Valkyrie,
yeah.
and they are very competitive.
That expansion draft was amazing for them. They did
That
a really good job drafting
yes,
their
man.
team.
Yeah,
Yeah,
very good chemistry. I like the kind of the structure they had,
yeah.
and there's that like chip. It's a similar chip that OKC had when they came in.
Mhm.
And I really like. I hope that they keep that trend going because obviously they're expanding more teams coming in.
Yep.
Like I hope they continue to structure that well because Valkyries they look great.
Toronto's coming in next year.
Yeah,
And Golden State has embraced them so well. I mean,
yeah,
like, they have that place rocking just like the Warriors do, to be honest.
and that's the thing. Like,
Pajemski's at every game.
think about it. Golden State's a phenomenal crowd. Toronto's the same way.
It is. Yeah.
Toronto, they come out and battle. The fans are gonna lock in.
Yeah. And Serena Williams, I think, owns some of the Toronto team, so her fans are gonna be involved. Like, they got good people around these teams. Um, the Valkyries, their color is cool. Like, they're just a cool team. Everyone has the shirts, and
Yeah,
yeah, it's a lot of fanfare has worked out there. And the NBA hasn't done an expansion team since I think Miami or
Memphis,
now
no,
Memphis came from
Vancouver.
Vancouver. Yeah,
Okay.
so maybe Vancouver was the last one, but they haven't done a whole lot of expansion teams. So
What's the team after Toronto? Do you remember? Or is Toronto the third one?
Toronto is next.
Or were there only two? Why am I thinking of three?
No, I think you're right. I think there is a third one. Um, one team is coming back. They're
Oh,
bringing Detroit back. Um, I can't remember the other team
you're
that's coming.
picking. That's
Portland is
another good.
coming.
That's
Portland's
good
next.
picks. Good picks. Portland's the following year.
Toronto and Portland are both coming next year.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, bro. Let's speed it up just a teeny bit. I mean, it's not. It's more
They
than a teeny bit, but
they moved Portland to sooner because they were going to come later, but they're coming sooner.
yeah,
I'm
bro.
not
Because
sure why, but
it's gotta be. They gotta be seeing the success.
then Cleveland, then Detroit is coming back, and then
Oh,
Philly.
they're building it up. Yes.
Yeah, so it's gonna be huge.
Just as long as they keep structuring it well, man. Like pace it the way it should be. Make sure like there's no kind of weird matchup like conference wise,
Yeah,
and
they're
it
getting the
should be
conference down
great.
too. And the for listeners, the WNBA League Pass is so fire. It's cheap, and all the games are on YouTube, and you can do multi-screen. You can do like 4 games on at the same time on the YouTube screen. You can watch on your computer, your phone, your TV. Like it, their League Pass is great. It's so good. Like I'm glad I invested into it. I get to
Yeah,
watch all the games. It's really good. They're doing a really good job over there.
their games are so competitive
Yeah.
because there's like the NBA has gotten so far away from physicality, bro. The
Hmm.
WNBA like lives and dies by it.
Yeah.
It's so much. It's so competitive, bro. I love that. I actually think it's like it's harder to reach to casual fans because it's like they don't love the nuance of the game as much.
Yeah, but I do think the storylines and the physicality helps the casuals like it. And also, I think one thing that the WNBA will always have that the NBA doesn't is these players for a long time now because they played in college for four
Yeah,
years, and you build a little more emotional real estate with them, and also like the storylines, like the rivalries that they have in the league are way more deep rooted than the NBA. Like these guys play against each other in AAU and stuff. Like, yeah, if you're in the same year, you probably know somebody. But like some of these ladies in the WNBA have known each other since like really knew each other for a long time.
yeah,
Some of them have played college basketball together. Like Satu Sabali and Ionescu played 3 years of basketball together in college
yeah.
and then have split into like different careers. When they play against each other, you kind of see that. Um, there's some like UNC Duke players that played against each other for 4 years there that are playing against each other now in the league, and you've seen it all that time. That is something too that I think helps the competitiveness because they just know each other a little bit better. And then the NBA is just not like that. A lot of times these guys just
That,
they
that's the
don't even
weird
really
thing.
have a
It's
relationship with their teammates.
what's weird is though the flip side is where a lot of them are like too close, where
Yeah.
they don't want to like dominate each other. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I,
Yeah.
I I always wanted to give my like when I played pickup with my friends, I wanted to go off a little more on them.
Yeah.
And the NBA doesn't really reflect that.
No, it doesn't. The WNBA definitely does.
Yes, man.
Yeah. Especially former teams. When they play against their former teams, they be going crazy in the WNBA. NBA, nah, not really. So other than Jimmy, like Jimmy does it sometimes, but now he has so many former teams, he'd
Right.
actually be able to put together a full season if he actually did that.
Hmm.
But yeah, so anyway, that's my small WNBA talk. It's been really, really good, really interesting. There's good games coming up. They're shaping out the playoffs. Way more teams make the playoffs because there's just less teams in the league. So, you know,
That's another
um,
factor to like the matchups getting more into rivalries and more competitive.
yeah. Yep. Uh yeah, that's it. I don't have anything else. I don't have any football either. Do you?
No, we'll come back to football much closer to the start of the season.
It seems like stuff has been happening, but it's just not worth talking about.
No,
Um the Darren Waller trade is the most disrespectful trade in the history of sports to me, but I'll
what
let the
was the
listeners
move?
look
He
that up.
went to Miami.
Yeah. Um, th- uh, they Miami acquired Darren Waller and a seventh round pick from the Giants for a sixth round pick.
In his defense, he was retired.
Yeah, and he's gonna come out of retirement to
Yeah.
play. Yeah,
That's the embarrassing thing to me. It's like, why would you get a guy like that?
yeah, and I mean, just for a pick. I mean,
He was like cool. He was a cool talent, but Miami, like y'all need receiving help.
Miami lost a bunch of people though.
That is true. You're right. That's a good point.
I don't know
It's
what
just
Miami's doing
wild
with
to
their
think
roster.
Waller is like, all right, we lost people. Darren Waller, man, you sure you're done? You sure you don't
Right.
want to run it back? Like what?
Yeah, they traded Johnu Smith, who's been playing great for them. I shouldn't say great. On and off, he's been playing good for
Yeah,
Minka
we'll see. We'll see
Fitzpatrick.
closer to the season what's going on for real.
Yeah. Yep. All right. Thank you for listening as always. Subscribe, follow us. We will see you guys